On my way to Home Depot, I ran out of cement, and I'm gonna go grab a bag of cement. I use Cementol, and today we're gonna be making this praying turtle. This is not painted yet. I just took this out of the mold this morning, but that's what we're making today. But first, let's talk about prayer and what it means to me. Okay, we got what we needed at Home Depot. We just got a bag of cement, and man, have the prices gone up. $30 with tax, $30 and change for one bag of Cementol. Okay, so we're gonna head back home, and we're gonna make this cement praying turtle. And we're talking about prayer today and what it means to pray to me. And this is strictly my view on prayer. Everybody's entitled to their own view. The Bible talks about prayer in different ways. Jesus gave us a prayer, the Lord's Prayer, that, word for word, you can pray that prayer every day. I pray that prayer every day, the Lord's Prayer. We have, Chris got this Lord's Prayer for me, and we put it on a table. It's like a little sign, and it has the whole thing on there, and it sits right outside of our bedroom. But I have it memorized, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. But anyway, I do say that every day, once or maybe twice, and I'll pray for all different kinds of things throughout the day. I pray for my kids and my family, and my marriage, and my business, and anything that I can think of that I feel like I need the Lord's help with, I can pray about that. The Bible does say not to pray, don't be repetitive when you're praying. What that means to me is if I want to pray for my children, I don't have to pray for my children all day long, every day, all day. The Lord hears my prayer. So if I want to pray for my kids, I'll pray for my kids, like in the morning, like I always do. But that's sufficient. God knows what you prayed for. He's got it. You don't have to repeat yourself like as if He doesn't understand what you need or what you're asking for. He gets it. That's the second way to pray. You got the Lord's Prayer, and then you got your regular prayers that you pray for on a daily basis, and that could be for anything. And then also, this could be confusing, but the Bible says don't be repetitive in your prayers, but it also says pray unceasingly. So sounds contradictory, but it's a completely different thing, in my opinion. I always go back to this example of, let's say there's a lady who's maybe struggling financially and emotionally. She's alone, and she loves to sew, but she doesn't have a sewing machine, and she can't afford a sewing machine at the moment. But she knows she needs and wants the sewing machine, and so she visualizes the sewing machine that she wants and needs. When I say needs, I mean, she could be making things with that, selling them at a little market, help financially with her bills. The sewing machine also provides, with my wife, it provides a certain amount of comfort, okay? Emotional comfort. That's what sewing does for my wife. She loves to sew. She'll spend a whole day in her sewing room, and she's a happy camper, okay? That's the need, or that's the want. The need is, maybe it could be financial. It could be a woman that I'm talking about in this story. She needs to make extra money to make ends meet, So anyway, back to how to pray for that sewing machine. She can pray this way, and this is where the unceasingly comes in. She visualizes the sewing machine in her mind, And she visualizes the model, the brand, the color, the features, everything about the sewing machine that she wants and needs. She can visualize that sewing machine exactly, what the features are of the sewing machine, what it can do. Everything about that machine that she wants and needs, she can visualize that sewing machine in her mind's eye all day long, throughout her day. Whatever she might be working or doing things in the kitchen or at work, at a job, whatever she might be doing, she can visualize that sewing machine, everything about it, every detail. And that to me is praying unceasingly, okay? So, and you can translate this into anything you want that you want or need in your life. The prayer is the thought, okay? It's the visualization of that sewing machine and what it will look like in your house, where it's going to go in your house, what are the things you're going to make with that sewing machine. There's anything, you could apply that to anything, okay? The guys with tools, whatever. But that's the praying unceasingly to me that the Bible talks about, is visualization, okay? To me, visualization is an imagery prayer, if you will. The more you think about that sewing machine or whatever it is, the faster it'll come to you. However that works, it's a universal thing that just works. I've done it in my own life, and whether it be you'll get a surprise check for $300 to purchase the sewing machine, or it could be a neighbor just in conversation saying, oh yeah, I'm getting rid of the sewing machine, I'm going to sell it real cheap. And, she paid $300 for it, but she might sell it for $25, and you might have $25. Or she might just give it to you or trade you. Say, hey, if you'll make my daughter a dress for her, Sunday confirmation or whatever, that might be a trade. You might get it for free. You might inherit a sewing machine randomly that you didn't know was coming to you. But that's praying unceasingly to me. And those are the three different types of prayers that I use on a daily basis. The Lord's Prayer, regular prayers for your family, your marriage, your business, things like that. You lift those things up in prayer one time in the morning, and God, He's got it. He knows. And then there's that specific thing that you're wanting or needing, and you don't have to get on your knees and clasp your hands together to pray for that thing, but you just think about it unceasingly all day. Whatever you're doing, you don't have to stop your work. You don't have to stop whatever your chores are or whatever you happen to be doing. But that thing, that sewing machine out of the example, that's praying unceasingly. That's how you do that. That's how I do it. So for whatever those things are worth, that's what we're talking about today. We're going to make this adorable praying turtle that you see here. That's what we're going to make today. And I just wanted to talk about prayer and how I use it in my own life. All right. Hey guys, it's David Brandt, Heirloom Cement. Welcome. All right. Look what we have here today. This is a praying turtle. Today we're talking about prayer. And look at this guy. How cute is that? All right, so as always, our ingredients are water and cement. And these are our two molds. This is a bowl mold I got from Amazon. And this is the little praying turtle, also from Amazon. These were super affordable, pretty easy to work with. Not the easiest, but they did come off fairly easily. And this bowl mold, it's like paper thin. So it does break if you're not careful and you don't want to take it out of the mold too fast or too soon. So you'll see, if you watch the video, you'll see me break one of these. So kind of comical, but anyway, that's what we're making today. Stick with me. Let's go.